Only Empire Fight Camp. Alongside me, English fighting legend Johnny Nelson.
Hi Todd, nice to be here with you.
Time for our tale of the tape. First up, Jake Paul, the problem child, 6'1" tall with a reach of 76 inches. And the man he'll be facing, Enzo the Big Mac Macaronelli, 190 pounds, 6'3" tall with a reach just over 74 inches.
This is it. This is that fight. This is that argument. I don't know what to expect.
Jake Paul, fighting out of Cleveland, Ohio, currently residing in Dorado, Puerto Rico. Enzo the Big Mac Macaronelli. This man won the WBO Cruiserweight Championship of the world, an Italian that fights out of Swansea, United Kingdom.
They have waited for this fight for so long, Todd. This is ridiculous.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from Dorado, Puerto Rico, a social media superstar and rising contender known as El Gallo de Dorado, Jake Paul. Fighting out of the blue corner, hailing from Swansea in Wales, here is a cruiserweight world champion, the very popular Enzo Big Mac Macaronelli.
Lots of hype as they will fight into the night. We're outdoors for this big main event.
The fans are getting desperate. They want to get involved in this fight. And now the action's about to begin.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be 2 that we're talking about. So here we go. Should be a good one. Just split the guard with another uppercut. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Good counter punching. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Scores with the counter. Nice breeze in the air, and this has to feel so foreign to these fighters, Johnny, as they box. Hold it right there! They're always looking for that KO, and we could see an upset right here. Disaster averted.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. That uppercut just missed. He's dominating him, and he's going to let him know all about it. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Jake Paul in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Focus. Get your mind back on the job.
Here we go, round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? Not the start that they... Hold that thought! Macaronelli might go down here. And it appears they're out of trouble, at least for now. But that just goes to show you one clean punch changes everything.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
exchange punches. Macaronelli. And right back into the fray.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think they're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Very close round with 10 seconds. Oh, wait a minute. Macaronelli got caught. And Enzo wilts down to the canvas. And you can see here his face basically melts into his glove. And down he goes.
A shot from the gods took him out.
One, two, three, four. Come to me.
Let's talk about Macaronelli in that last round.
I like that. I'm happy. Good match.
And there's the bell to start round 3. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Missing with the hook. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Catch and shoot. Jab does not score. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. He threw the hook, didn't land. He misses with that jab. Just missed with that hook. The perfect counter lands. Neither fighter willing to slow down. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. A chance to make history. Talk about Jake. And there's the bell to start round 4. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to outthink him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket him.
The straight right just misses. How about that time counter shot? The straight right just misses. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. Beautiful counter shot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Jake Paul in that last round. Well, this
needs to go back up.
back into the fray here in round 5. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Good counter punch. Beautiful counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Holding nothing back here in the round. Nice counter. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
That counter punch caught him clean. Throws the uppercut but misses. This may do it! It's all coming to an end! Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Jake Paul in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. Here we go in the 6th round. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on the end. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Nice counter shot. That hook won't score. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Not good news from Macronelli. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. That counter shot lands. Nice counter shot. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Jake Paul.
Come on, switch.
And there's the bell for round 7. Let's see how much recovery they saw there in the last minute.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how...
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. Oh my, that's a game changer. A true champion knows how to get out of trouble after they got into trouble, and it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Oh my goodness, Johnny! Stumbling around on Bambi legs. It somehow weathered the storm.
Step back. Compose yourself. Compose the pace. Then move. Then step it up a little bit. Because if you're getting caught like that beginning, you'll get caught a lot more at the end.
His stamina is off the charts. Missing with that jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Jake Paul in that lap.
Come on, you're switching up.
And we enter the 8th round. They really seemed to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Punch, counter punch. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Whoa! Lights out! It's over! This fight is done! I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
That's lights out right there.
Are you okay? You're out.
Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.